Hey, it's Jay, and this is our immediate reaction review of Aquaman. Coming up next.
With those two bald guys.
Welcome back to the couch. We're going to be talking about the Aquaman film, directed by James Wan and starring Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, and Patrick Wilson. So, Des, what did you think of Aquaman? All right. Des couldn't make it. Almost forgot. No wonder it was so quiet on that side of the couch today. Des had planned to be here, but he is seeing family for the holidays, so I think we can forgive him. I'm gonna go this one solo, and here we go with my spoiler-free review of Aquaman. I went into this film thinking, well, I don't know what I think about the CG. I'm not sure if I like the bro-man Aquaman constantly. It was good in Justice League, it was fun, and it's good in doses, but all I was seeing in the trailer was this frat boy, bro dude, Aquaman, and I was getting a little nervous about that. But thankfully, most of that stuff, if not all of it, is in the trailers. Speaking of the trailers really quickly here, I do think the special effects are not done justice in the trailers. Most of the special effects in the Aquaman film were amazing and something new and different that we hadn't seen before. Very fantastical in the same way that the Thor franchise is in the MCU. This is definitely the DC Thor. It's not as funny as Ragnarok or anything like that. It does have moments of humor, but we're essentially telling an adventure, a hero's journey, and there's a treasure hunting storytelling type tale in there. And it's pretty basic and simple, but it's focused, and that's what the DCEU needs right now. It needs a simple, focused story, and that's exactly what this is. Now, it does run a little bit too long, and there were too many moments where there was a conversation happening and then all of a sudden an explosion happens to interrupt it. That must have happened 4 or 5 times. I don't think you want to do that more than twice in a film. So that got a little redundant. But other than that, I really don't have much negative to say about this film, which is a surprise to me. I didn't think it was going to be bad, but I went into it thinking it's probably going to be about as good as Wonder Woman, which I really enjoyed, but I didn't think was fantastic or anything. And actually, I really loved this film to my surprise. It was very good, and I would say easily, hands down, the best film in the DC series since Man of Steel. And I did not think I would come out of this movie saying that. Jason Momoa as Aquaman was actually very good. And I thought he brought a lot of balance to the character as far as the different traits of his personality. He showed courage, he showed fear and vulnerability, he showed concern, compassion, and then he also, without giving anything specifically away, he does do a couple things that may surprise you. So I am not as well versed in the Aquaman comics, but I have loved Aquaman since I was a kid. Grew up watching old reruns of Super Friends. People made fun of Aquaman most of my life as a kind of a character that you can just gloss over because he's stupid, he just talks to fish. I never really thought that, especially when the character got kind of rebooted in the 90s with the long hair and the beard and the trident and all that stuff that we're getting here in this film. And I think Aquaman's been a great character for at least a couple decades, if not longer. But that Aquaman really shines through in this film. So that was really well done. And as I said, it's very focused. You don't even hear the word Superman or nothing outside of this film that's happened in the other DC films. They don't even mention it. It doesn't come into play. And I kind of was hoping for a mention here or there, but it's okay without it. We have 2 villains this time around, as you've probably seen in the trailers. We have Ocean Master and we have Black Manta. Both are handled very well and extremely well acted. Patrick Wilson does a great job as Ocean Master. The Ocean Master costume and the Black Manta gear and all of that is just lifted right off of the comics. It looks fantastic. They did a great job. Once you get to see Ocean Master being Ocean Master, it's like they just ripped his costume right out of the comics, and it looks good. It looks serious. It doesn't look funny or out of place or hokey or makes you laugh at it. It's very good. So yeah, there are some things in the film that I think were a little predictable. It is, as I said, a very simple story, but it's very good. And if the Aquaman film is any indication, I think the DCEU may have a bright future ahead of it after all. All right, guys, so Aquaman is in theaters now. I highly recommend it if you've liked any of the prior DC films. I even recommend it if you didn't, because it's a breath of fresh air, I think, and you may enjoy it even if you hated the last ones. So I think it does well for both fans and non-fans alike of the current DC franchise on film. So those were my thoughts on Aquaman. Just wanted to give you a quick episode this time. Go out and see it. I highly recommend it. Great film. And surprisingly, I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 shiny bald heads. That's it for my immediate reaction review of Aquaman. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you go out and see it and like it as much as I did. Des will be back with us next time as we continue our DC movie franchise reviews, and we'll be covering Wonder Woman. So we'll see you next time, right here on this couch. If you enjoy what we're doing, please hit that like button and subscribe to receive alerts when new videos are posted. Don't forget to click the bell icon. Thanks, we really appreciate you.